Hello grade 8 students! How was your first week of studies? I hope you're doing well. Before we start our lesson, let me know if you have an experience of writing a research paper. If you have, I guess you know the importance of citing the sources of information that you gathered from different sources. Yes, dapat nating alamin o kilalanin o isulat ang mga pangalan ng mga authors, website, books, or iba't iba pang sources na pinagkunan natin ng mga information na ginamit natin sa ating mga posts sa social media, sa ating mga articles, o sa mga sulat natin.
One of the well-known style is known as APA 7th edition, proposed by American Psychological Association.
In this lesson, you are expected to identify the different conventions in writing references using the APA 7th edition format and use the style in citing sources in your academic papers.
Okay, simulan po natin sa libro or books. Paano po natin isa-cite yung sources kung ang tinanggal nyo na ay books. Okay, tingnan nyo sa monitor or tingnan nyo sa presentation. Sa books pa lang, marami na agad kayong kailangan tandaan. But, you just have to take down important ideas kasi later, pwede naman kayong bumalik dun sa mga notes ninyo o dun sa pinaka-discussion sa module ninyo para mabalikan ninyo yung mga rules. Kasi hindi naman ito madaling tandaan dahil, again, marami po ito. Magazines, newspaper, articles, at iba-ibang rules po bawat isa. Okay? So, let's start. With books, here's an example, and what you can see is, okay, first let's read the example on the screen. We have author, and then comma, A, and the end sign, author, B, comma, BB, and then parenthesis, and then inside the parenthesis should be the copyright year. Okay, then after that we have a conclusion which is the period. After that, we have the title of the book. Okay, then isusulat yung title ng librong pinagkuhanan mo. Okay, pwede pong naka-italicize, pwede din pong naka-underline. After that, we have a parenthesis again, and sa loob nun, ano naman po ang isusulat? Ito ay ang edition. Okay po, ang libro kasi minsan meron silang mga edition. For example, nakalagay dun ay 3rd edition. Okay po? And when you put it here, hindi na po buo yung word na edition, kundi ed na lang, then period. And then, of course, close parenthesis. After that, meron ulit na period. Okay, so, don't forget the punctuation for each entry na gagamitin niyo. Okay po. And the last is the publisher. Dito isusulat mo kung anong publishing company yung naglabas nito. Okay? Again, we are using the APA style. Okay? 7th edition. Okay po? Kaya, kung makikita nyo or kung mapapansin nyo, kung may nagtulong sa inyo before, magkakaiba kasi ito po yung pinaka-recent na edition ng APA style. Okay?
Let us have the first example. Is this correct or not? Yes, you got it right. It's correct. How about the second example? Is this correct or not? Oops, sorry, it's not correct. Now let us find out more about how to cite the sources properly. There are 3 major citation styles used in academic writing. We have the MLA or Modern Language Association. We also have Chicago, which supports 2 styles, notes and bibliography, and the largely used referencing style in research or any academic writing is the American Psychological Association or APA. We are now following the APA 7th edition format. Let us focus on these sources of information. We have books, periodicals, and other print sources. For now, we're going to focus on books. Here is the example. How are we going to cite books with single author and book with two or more than two authors? Let us start first with citing book with a single author. Let's have the name of the author, Bermudez, comma, and then the initial L, and then of course the year of publication, the title of book, which is The Journey to the End of Asia, and then the number of edition, which is second edition, and then the name of publisher, which is Relc Press or RELC Press. How are we going to cite if we have two authors? First is you have to write the name of the first author, which is Cadavido, followed by comma, and then the initials JS, and then comma, and then of course do not forget to include the ampersand. And then the name of the second author, that is Bermudez, comma, and then the initial L, and then period. Of course, you have to write the copyright year or the date or the year of publication, which is 2017. And then the title of book, Living as Students Overseas, that is italicized. And then of course, the name of publisher, which is Ralph Press. And then the website where you got this book, if it's online. Okay? I hope you understand it. What if the book does not have an author? Only the names of the editor is provided. Here is the example. We have to write the name of the editor that is provided. Marlena, the last name of the editor, and then of course the initials. It must be separated by a comma, of course. And the right ed inside the parentheses, that means editor. And then, of course, you have to separate it with period. And then right after period, we have to write the year of publication or copyright year. And then the title of book, which is Living as Students Overseas. And then period. And then you have to write the name of publisher. Let me give you another example. Last name of the editor, comma, and then the initials, comma, and then the ampersand, and then the last name of the other editor, comma, and then the initials. And then you have to write inside the parentheses EDS or EDS. That means editors. And then period. Of course, you have to indicate there the year of publication, 2018. Period again, and then the title of book, Curriculum Management in ASEAN Member States, and then of course the name of the publisher, ASEAN Press. I hope you got it. What about if we have both the author and the editor? Of course, we have to start it with the last name of the author, which is Cadavido, comma, and then the initials JS, comma, and then of course the ampersand. The last name of the other author, which is Bermudez, comma, and then the initial letter L. Of course, you have to write the year of publication inside a parenthesis. Period, followed by the name or the title of the book, which is Living as Students Overseas. Period, and then the initials of the editor, RG, and then the last name of the editor, Marlena. You have to write ED inside a parenthesis, indicating that he is the editor, and then period. And of course, you have to write the name of the publisher, Relc Press. Let me give you another example for this. Let's have the last name of the first author, give us, comma, the initials, comma, ampersand. Let's have another author, which is Lopo, comma, the initials, and then of course the year of publication. Period, followed by the title of the book, which is Curriculum Management in ASEAN Member States. And then we have to write the initials of the editor, AF, and then the last name of the editor, Pang. Of course, you have to separate it using the ampersand. Again, you have to write the initials of the other editor, TD, and the last name, Chua. And then, of course, inside the parentheses, you have to write EDS or EDS. And then period, and then you have to write the name of the publisher. This is maybe the most difficult. To cite 20 authors. How can we do that? Do we need to include all the 20 authors? Yes, we need to write all the names until the 20th author. This is the example. As you can see, we have 20 authors. These authors are separated to each other by using comma until you reach the last author that is separated by an ampersand. You have to write the year of publication inside a parenthesis, which is 2019, and then period, and then of course the name or the title of the book, Teaching English as a Second Language. And then inside a parenthesis again, you have to write the number of edition. And then period again, and then write the name of publisher. I know what you're thinking. Yes, it's very difficult, but it's also recognizing the efforts of all these authors. But it's not always happening. If there are more than 20 authors, write the names of the first 19 authors, followed by an ellipsis, like the 3 dots, and then the last author. As you can see, the 19th authors are written there, and then we have the name or the year of publication, and then the name or the title of the book, which is Understanding English as an International Language, and then period, and of course you have to write the name of publisher. Did you get all these? Let me check your understanding. Look at this example. It's almost correct, right? But what do you think is wrong in this bibliographic entry? That's right. The title of the book is not italicized. It should be like this. How about the second example? What do you think is wrong here? You got it! The year of publication should not be italicized as well. It should be like this. Let's have another activity. Using the given information below, convert them into their proper citations using the APA 7th edition format. As you can see, we have the author given, the year of publication, title of articles, title of book or journal, volume number, issue number, pages, publisher, and the URL. I will give you 2 minutes.
Wow! You learned how to apply sources properly. I hope that you will be able to apply them. Thank you for learning with us. See you on the next lesson. Bye!
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share!